Hello everyone, this is Tracy Cook of Core 323 Efficiency Management. And this next webinar, we're going to talk about budgeting for products and services. We're going to differentiate the budget first by variable cost and fixed cost. Variable cost is a cost that varies in relation to changes in the volume of activity, and a variable cost increases as the level of activity increases, while a fixed cost is a cost that does not increase or decrease in conjunction with any activities. It must be paid by an organization on a recurring basis, even if there is no business activity. First, we're going to start with the product budget. A product budget is a statement of direct costs and expenditures necessary to complete a product, physical, tangible object for sale. Digital products are not physical. Let's talk about the cost of goods for products. You're going to have direct materials cost, direct labor cost, and you're going to have some factory overhead cost. The direct material costs are a cost of the raw materials and components used to create a product, and the material must be easily identifiable with the resulting product. The direct labor costs are wages that are incurred in order to produce goods or provide services to customers. Now, when you think about direct material costs and direct labor costs, also think about variable costs. These costs will be dependent on the activity. Factory overhead costs are costs incurred during the manufacturing process, not including the cost of direct labor and direct materials. It is charged to expense when the produced units are later sold as finished goods or written off. So factory overhead costs can be variable or fixed cost. Let's talk about a service budget. A service budget is a statement of direct costs and expenditures necessary to complete a service project for a client. A service is an intangible skill that takes expertise and time. Next is cost of services for service projects. They have direct labor cost, which is variable cost, and overhead cost, which can be variable and fixed cost. Direct labor is the wages that are incurred in order to produce the services to customers. And overhead cost is the cost required to run a business, but which cannot be directly attributed to any specific business activity or service. Thus, overhead costs do not directly lead to the generation of products. Overall overhead costs can be pretty expansive, and you will see it in your income statement mostly as expenses. So these overhead costs can be rent, which is an account that lists the cost of occupying rental properties during a reporting period. This expense is one of the larger expenses reported by most organizations after the cost of goods sold and compensation expenses. You will need utilities for your rental properties, and that's the costs consumed in a reporting period related to the following types of expenditures. And those are electricity, heat or gas, sewer, water, telephone, and internet. You might have marketing costs, and those are the costs incurred to present organizations' goods and services to prospective customers. An example costs that are classified as marketing expenses are advertisement, social media, surveys, printing materials, sponsorships, and many other marketing materials that you can use. Next, you will have wages, and these wages are not direct labor costs for products and services. And so these are the hourly compensation costs incurred by business for its hourly workers. This can be one of the largest expenses incurred by business, especially in the service and production industries, where there are many hourly employees. Next, we're going to have supplies. And supplies is the cost of consumables used during a reporting period. There are two types of supply that may be charged to expense, which are factory supplies and office supplies. There's logistics, the cost of transporting and storing materials and products from within a company, within the supply chain, and to customers. Logistics, more or less, is only for products and are usually attributed toward service projects. You would have depreciation cost, which is a planned gradual reduction in the recorded value of an asset over its useful life by charging it to expense. Depreciation is applied to fixed assets, which generally experience a loss in their utility over multiple years. You also have repair and maintenance costs, and these costs are incurred to ensure that an asset continues to operate. This may involve bringing performance levels up to the original level from when the asset was originally acquired, or merely maintaining the current performance level of an asset. If you have any questions or comments, please lay them out below, and I'll be sure to answer all of them if I can. Remember, this is a Core 323 Efficiency Management Seminar. Core 323 Efficiency Management is a management fulfillment company that leads your project towards stronger financial margins. We focus on providing a fast, automated experience to increase company profits. Finding solutions for your financial and inventory data allows us to choose the best decisions for your company's processes and standards. Thank you. This has been Tracy Cook. If you like videos like these, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you